Murray, what's your favorite pack? Murray?
What color is your favorite?
Alright, Murray, pick a color. He's curious about the blue, and he's doing the circling. Murray, do you have no respect for upgrades in pack quality?
He's a bushcrafter.
Well, the packs keep on coming.
I know, we're very lucky.
Merry Packsmiths to us. Welcome back, everybody. We got some new packs. We didn't get 3 new packs. We'll talk about why this one is up on the table in a second. But our buddy Chris over at LiteAF, probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, sent us an Instagram DM and quote, "You nerds want some new packs?"
Yeah.
And to which we said, obviously yes. So what we're going to talk about today are the new, I guess, how long has he been making these?
I don't know.
Few months though, right?
With the Ultra, it's
smell it.
relatively new.
Can you smell the Ultra fabric? I can like smell like this plasticky smell. We were talking about LiteAF's new Ultra full frame suspension packs.
46 liter.
And it's snowing outside.
Yeah.
But first,
Like, subscribe,
hit the bell.
hit the bell, rate them on iTunes and Spotify. Subscribe. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of homework, guys.
Did you say the store too? The Teespring store?
No, buy gear.
What kind of cereal are you eating?
It's like a fancy Cocoa Krispies.
Oh, so trash. Got it. This video is just going to be our first impressions. We literally just got these a few days ago and we're super excited. We spent some time playing around with them. We are taking the Hot 10 out very soon. So we'll get some like real world use with these packs, but we're going to talk about things we like, things we don't like, first impressions, and who we really think should be using these packs.
Yeah, and this is just based off of like zero experience actually using them.
Yes, loading them up and walking around our basement does not count.
Yeah.
Chris is making these Ultra packs in a few different sizes. We went with what he's calling a 42 liter pack, and so we've got 2 versions of it right here.
He calls it a 46.
46 liter pack. The main body of the pack is 46, and then 15 liters, including all the pockets. So these 2 packs are the exact same. Andy went all black. I went white, but calling this white. It's
It's
more
not
of a
really
gray.
more of a gray.
I like it.
And you got a blue bottom.
I did. I liked that was my choice. I like the blue bottom. So we've got the new 46 liter curves here. And then what we have over here, this is one of the original packs he made years and years ago. This is a 40 liter curve. I just kind of wanted one for reference. We'll kind of talk about the differences between his old packs and these new ones, because there are some upgrades and changes to things. And I think it's worth having the old one in frame.
Yeah, but it's also worth noting that these original curve 40 packs are in a completely different category as the packs that we went for.
Yeah. If you're curious or want to know, like, what is Ultra? Why is it so hip? Why is everyone talking about it? Why is everybody doing videos? We have a video we released a few weeks ago talking about what Ultra is. There'll be a link somewhere up on the screen. We're super wide angle here. There'll be a link up there. Check it out. Long story short, Ultra is a new Dyneema-like fabric, but it's a little bit heavier, but it's a lot tougher and stronger. It's also a little bit more eco-friendly. Some versions of it are. So it's kind of a hot new product on the backpacking market, and you're starting to see various cottage gear vendors come out with Ultra packs.
So what are your initial thoughts on feeling the Ultra fabric?
It's
Feels
kind of interesting.
soft.
It's soft. It's not.
It's not like crinkly. It's not as rigid as.
It has an interesting kind of weave into it. Can you see that? Like,
Yeah.
I'll show some B-roll up. Do you see this like little like checkerboard kind of weave in it?
Yep.
It's different. It definitely feels way different than like your classic Dyneema. I also have a video talking about what Dyneema is. We can pimp that too.
Yeah.
But it feels like this feels more papery, right?
Yeah, this is definitely more rigid. This is less rigid, more soft, more pliable.
It's definitely more pliable. Yeah, that's a good word. So overall, and it smells differently. I know that's kind of a weird.
It's got that new pack smell.
I don't know if that's a new pack smell. It's got a different like flavor, plasticky smell. I don't know. These are all plastics, people. They're all plastic-based fabrics. So yeah, initial impressions are it feels a little tougher, it feels a little softer, but overall, it doesn't really feel like that much different than your classic Dyneema.
No.
We're gonna really quick run through high-level specs for these packs. Once again, these 2 packs are the exact same things. So the weights on these are about 33 ounces,
Yeah,
right?
with the options that we have, they're coming in right around like between 33 and 34 ounces.
And to give you a frame of reference, this pack right here, a 40-liter non-framed pack made out of Dyneema, weighs about 16 ounces. So these weigh twice as much, but they're also twice as big. These packs, MSRP,
they start out around...
they start at 340?
They start at 340, and then when you start adding options, they start going up. I would say that these packs are probably, you're looking at like 350, 360 for these guys.
So expensive.
Yeah.
And right
It's that
now,
material.
it's the material, and they're handmade by Chris. I mean, they're the build.
company.
He's making them.
Chris himself made these ones.
I thought he makes all the packs still.
I think he's got minions.
Does he have a pack guy now?
Yeah, he should.
I'd hope he made ours. And another thing to know, and something that has always been the case with LiteAF, but I think his lead time right now is like 14 weeks because we're just coming out of the holiday season. So anyway, lead times are like crazy long for these. So if this is, we're the new year, 2022, early new year. If you think you might want one of these, get it in now.
Yeah.
He does. Sometimes he offers like pre-built off-the-shelf packs. But if you want a custom pack, and we're not going to talk about his customization, it's incredible. You can do whatever you want with these, printed fabric, colors, like whatever you want. But crazy high lead times, and not specific to him. Most cottage vendors are right now. So get it in now. We'll also have a link where you can check out LiteAF, obviously in these packs, in the description to these videos. And I think that's all the pack plugs.
Okay.
Some new kind of differences, improvements that he's made on these packs versus our old packs, a few of them. The first obvious one to us is on the top of the pack now. I got B-roll. We don't need to move these packs around.
Well, this is... Chris has always had these options. It's just...
We've just never had it?
We've just never had them.
So he does a V-loop on the top of the pack, similar to the Waymark packs we got.
Y-strap, yeah.
And the reason being, one, I think this is chiefly made to put a bear canister, right? Like that's the primary advantage of it.
Yeah, but it makes
I actually like it better.
You can strap a lot of stuff down.
It's way easier to strap stuff to the top of the packs with a V-loop or a Y-strap. I'm getting the other thing mixed up. So our old pack just had the simple like strap over the top. I didn't see a lot of his early generation packs with this kind of looping technology. Another thing, and I do want to put these up, he's moved, and some of this is probably, I assume, because these packs are rated for much heavier loads than some of his older packs. The shoulder straps are, and we've always said, Chris has got the beefiest shoulder straps in the game.
Yeah, he does.
And these are beefier than his like Gen 1. We'll call these the Gen 2, Gen 1 shoulder straps. These shoulder straps are a lot beefier.
Yeah.
And I like to put a little pull tab on the top of the Lycra thing.
Yeah.
That's not on our old packs. The huge obvious difference with his old pack and these packs, and something we'll talk about, these have a full suspension frame in them. Because of that, they're also load lifters on the tops of the on the shoulder straps, like his old packs didn't have that. And because it is a full frame suspension pack, just in general, the hip belt
non-removable.
Yes, so that's a big thing to notice. Yeah. The hip belt is sewn in, non-removable,
and it's got a sternum pad in it too, which is common.
Sternum pad?
Yeah, that's what that is.
That's not a sternum pad.
Yeah, right here.
This is your sternum.
So sorry.
A lower back pad,
lower
whatever.
Back, yeah.
The old, I'll put some B-roll up on the screen. The old packs don't have that. So when you do a full suspension, the point of a suspension is to transfer weight to your hips. So you kind of need a beefier like hip area. So I think the hip belt itself is slightly beefier than his old one. And he's got this like lower back pad sort of thing in it that the old packs don't have. So much upgraded hip belt pack, hip belt strap. Sorry. Another thing that is standard on a lot of his packs that we didn't get on our old packs, and I really did want, because I think it's worth an ounce, is he's got, I don't know, what does he call this?
I just call it the bottom pouch.
There's a lycra pouch
Pocket
on the bottom of the pack, which is awesome. Obviously, what we will take credit for was on these packs, we had Chris do a lot of different things on these packs for us specifically. And one thing we had him put on was, which we always call the SPO V-loop. She was calling the SPO V-loop for a little bit, this kind of V-strap on the bottom. He puts that, well, that's an option on all of his packs now. And we had him do it custom on these packs. And we, of course, got it on here. That's another thing, much like the old packs, the The water bottle pouches still have a cinch on them, which I really like. That's not a thing a lot of companies do. And at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about cinching water bottle pockets, but I like it a lot because I'll put stuff in there and cinch it down and I know it's not going to come out. So I'm a big fan of that, but that's standard on his old one.
And you know, most people don't even like, at least us and like a lot of our friends that backpack, most people don't even, those are not primarily storage for water bottles anymore.
Yeah, same. Right. Yep. I only at the most put a water bottle in one of them.
Yeah.
So I like that. But once again, that's standard on his old packs. Other things, I just noticed kind of the stitching is a little bit different. This mesh looks to be, I think, about the same ish. I really love the mesh, the Lycra mesh he does. Like, look how big this is.
I think one thing that's worth noting is that when you have the framed pack, it creates like an arc on the pack. So if you hold it up and put it to the side.
Yeah, and we pulled the frame out. I'll show you that. Okay, nice. Boom. Do we know the weight savings?
Nope.
Okay. The frame is arced a little bit.
You can definitely see it there.
You can kind of see how there's a little bit of a shape there, which is it's good. It's kind of the natural shape of a frame backpack. Let's talk a little bit about why we got these specific packs. Now, with Ultra in general, so Ultra is a heavier fabric than DCF, and when we were talking to him about the packs we wanted, at first, I remember, I believe there's a 42 liter variant.
Yeah.
And the difference between the 42 and the 46 was, I think, an ounce or less. So we always go big or go home. We the same thing with the Waymark packs. We're looking for a long haul pack, hot tent pack,
capable,
tough pack, winter pack.
Throw a lot of stuff in there.
In the winter, as we've talked about in some of our videos, in the winter, I like having a tougher pack because you're just every ice, snow.
We just need volume and storage.
So that's why we specifically got like the large size Ultra pack. He does make smaller ones, though. It's worth pointing out. Now, the big elephant in the room. Our Z-Packs Arc Haul, which we've had since 2016, I think. It weighs 29 ounces. It is technically, I believe, a full all-in 60 liter pack, and this is technically a 61 liter pack. So this is actually bigger, which is hilarious. I never thought I'd get a bigger pack than the Arc Haul. Now, because of the fact that one, this uses an aluminum frame, and the Arc Haul and the Arc series packs use a carbon fiber frame, and two, Ultra is heavier than Dyneema. This comes in about 4 or 5 ounces heavier than the Arc Hauls that we have. And you can now, since 2016, you can actually get Arc Hauls that are smaller than we have and thus lighter.
Yeah, you can get some cool Arc
so
Hauls now.
Right off the bat, when you're comparing this to a Z-Packs, now the other thing is if you compare this to the Waymark, this is definitely lighter than the Waymark packs. So our Waymark packs, which are actually a little bit smaller than these packs, come in at about 38 ounces, and these are 33. So heavier. But if you look at our Waymark pack first look video, the Waymark pack, everything from the actual eco pack that they use for the pack and all the buckles and everything, they're heavier and they're beefier than this stuff. So that's kind of where the weight comes in. So when you're looking at this pack relative to the other competitors on the market, at the time when we bought them, I don't know if this is the case anymore, but the Z-Packs Arc Haul was still going to be your lightest option and, quite frankly, the cheapest option. But I will say with Chris's packs and the Waymark packs too, I think you get much better build quality with these than Z-Packs, even though it's not like we can complain about the Z-Packs packs. We've been using them forever and have not had any issues.
Yeah, no, I have no complaints with the Arc Haul.
I do like, there's a huge advantage with LiteAF in that you can customize stuff. You cannot customize Z-Packs packs. They've not let you do that for years. So I love the fact that you can customize these, and I'm not even talking about the colors and the sizes, but whether you want the V-strap, whether you want the pouch underneath the pack, like he'll do that for you. So that's a huge advantage there, but you're going to pay for it in price and you might pay for it in weight. So when you're just like high level comparison among all like the Ultra DCF packs, a little bit more expensive, potentially a little bit heavier, but build quality's good, customization's good, customer service is good. I mean, it's LiteAF. They've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, I think one other big thing to kind of talk about is now nobody will make claims that this is a waterproof backpack by any means.
This is a good point.
But yeah, this is probably the closest pack that we have had that will to be as water resistant as possible. All the seams are taped, and with the Ultra, I think there was like, wasn't the hydrostatic quality, was it took a lot more to soak through.
No, I don't know about that. The biggest things with Ultra are it's like tear and stretch resistance. I don't know about the water resistance. I will say it feels like it's more waterproof. I don't know.
Well, you know,
there's no way to know.
Yeah, the arc hull was seam taped as well, but
this is seam taped, by the way.
Yeah,
we haven't talked about that.
The when I jumped into the pond with the arc hull, it filled with water because it had like a camelback tube hole in it. So
we'll have to get you in the pond
I'm not
with this one.
Yeah. So we would never consider this waterproof, nor would we like bank on, you know, putting all our gear in without like a secondary waterproofing at all. But like, it's probably pretty dang
fact
good.
that any sort of plastic is going to be pretty water resistant. Andy seam tapes it. Like, I feel good about it, but you know, with all our packs, whether they're waterproof or not, we take other steps to make sure the stuff inside them is waterproofed outside of the pack. 'Cause that screwed us before.
How's that feel loaded down?
Feels good.
Feels really good.
Yeah, I mean, you can like, obviously we talk all the time about how thick the shoulder straps are. I could definitely feel the weight transfer to the hips, that's for sure, which is good. That's what you want. I got far too much crap in this pack right now.
Yeah, I'm digging the V-strap on the back.
Yeah.
Holds a mini chainsaw.
Yeah.
Very well.
Check out LiteAF. He makes great stuff. Has been a staple in the cottage vendor, and you know, one of the only to embrace the Ohio YouTube crew.
Yeah. Chris really embraced the Ohio YouTubers.
He gets some brownie points with us for that. But
Yeah.
check it out. We'll have a link down in the description. Super excited to use these packs, and that's it for the first look. We'll see everybody later.
See ya. This is how you hot tent, kids.